El Sacrificio, or however you say it in Spanish. The Sacrifice was this week's episode of Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead. If you have not watched it yet, which is possible, today is Sunday. It's the first day it's been out. So if you have not watched it yet and you don't want spoilers, check off now, go somewhere else, go watch the episode, and then come back and hear what we have to say. But we are going to be talking about this episode, which seemed short. When it ended, I checked the time because I did not think it had been 40 minutes. It seemed very, very short. But do either of you want to kind of recap the episode, or do you want me to recap the episode, and then we can kind of go into some specifics? Okay, Common Magpie saying me. I can't. So in short, which I didn't make the prediction on here, but as soon as the episode started, or very early into the episode, Roberto gives, what's her name? Julieta?
Yeah.
Is that it? Gives her that like necklace thingy, and I said one of them is probably gonna die because that's just how that happens. Now they didn't die, at least not yet, but essentially what happens is the bad guys they notice that they have some people missing, and so they get upset. They're gonna leave, and the uncle of Julieta has said that he tries to smooth things over. He tries to commit whatever resources they can to find the men. It was actually Daryl. We saw that last week, who took him out. Daryl goes with Roberto to find pieces to fix their boat, and runs into an interesting, I guess you could say, interesting lady. Very strange lady, especially with how she greets people. But yes, so she is there. She's a captain. She tells them what they need to fix the boat. Daryl agrees to take Roberto and Julieta, and then at the end of the episode, Julieta volunteers to leave so that her friend Albia, right?
Alba.
I don't know where I got Albia at. Alba doesn't have to go. So that's kind of a quick, in a nutshell, summary. What parts were kind of the most? Was there anything that caught you guys off guard that you were not expecting to see happen, or anything that you did expect to see happen that didn't?
Well, I expected the captain to be a guy at first.
Yeah, I think I was kind of expecting that too. I don't know why. It was. I mean, it was a little bit of a surprise. I don't feel like it was a huge surprise, but yeah, I could see that. Anything else that you guys were expecting or weren't expecting that did happen?
I did kind of expect either, well, one of the two of the couple to die instead of, just getting separated.
Yeah,
but I think if I had to guess, probably, so they're gonna go out and Daryl's gonna end up getting dragged into going to save her, and I feel like they're gonna find her. Like they're gonna find her, but then she's gonna be like bit or something.
I don't know about bit. Maybe. I could see her being bit if she is, like, if she tries to escape, but I don't think she's going to try to escape because I think that kind of goes against her whole purpose of her like sacrificing herself so that Alba didn't have to go. You know what I mean? I could see her possibly getting taken out in Crossfire. Like, let's say Daryl and Carol go to save her. Similar to forget her name. The Daryl's love interest. How she ended up getting shot when they were attacking that castle. I don't remember her name. I don't know, something French. That's all that we need to know because she's gone now. But
it was
no,
Isabel.
was it Isabel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we'll say that. So I do think, I still think one of them is probably going to die. I think what's probably going to happen is either they will get Julieta back and Roberto will die after they get her back, or in the process of getting her back, Julieta will die and Roberto will I don't know, he's either going to go off the deep end and try to avenge her, or he's going to leave and go with Daryl and them. And then maybe that'll set up for the next season being them somewhere else. But I do think that's going to be the main focal point of this. The rest of the season is trying to get Julieta back.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the idea of them sailing still? Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think we're going to see that this season?
We'll probably see it at the end of the season, but then they'll probably crash somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Japan.
Well, Japan's pretty far away. If they crash land in Japan, they overshoot the United States by a good bit. I mean, it's possible technically, but yeah. Any bold or crazy predictions from you guys?
They end up in Japan.
They end up in Japan. Okay. Besides Japan, any bold or crazy
Tokyo.
predictions for the next episode?
Oh,
The next episode. Okay, so not Japan. Most likely. Could happen.
So I think the next episode we are going to see. I think they're going to find out that they're not going to know him by name, but I think they're going to find out that the American killed their soldier dude. We did see that the guy that Daryl basically threw into the walker cage.
Cut fingers off into the walker cage.
Yeah, we did see him there, and you can clearly see that it's him. So I'm thinking that is going to somehow, whether it's the leaders of that city see it and go tell them, or they somehow see it. I think that's going to come out. I think it'll probably come out next episode. If not next episode, maybe the episode after. I think that we're going to see some type of attempt to go after Isabella in the next episode. Or not Isabella. She's gone. Can't go back after her. Julieta in the next episode. I think we're going to see some type of attempt, or at least they're going to be making a plan. Daryl's going to be not wanting to, but I think he knows that he probably needs Roberto's help. And so he's going to help him to try to get them. And maybe it's something where they get the boat ready so that way they can get in, get her, get out, and jump straight on the ship. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as next episode or next couple episodes, maybe the story arc is.
Well, it seems like everything that's going to be later in this season takes place at the city.
You think everything that'll be later in this season will take place at the city?
Yes, it's like every single time there's been a thing that's showing like what's going to happen later in the season, it always shows it taking place in the city.
Yeah, that is true. We don't see a whole lot of other areas really we see. It's really focused on in the coming up next time or later on or whatever it is.
We do see the what's it called?
Police.
No. The
Person.
people. We get like first go look at those people that look like here. Just one second.
Oh, the
reclaimed ripoffs.
Yeah.
and they did say, yeah, they're not actually these people, but they look similar to these people. I had
Yeah.
forgotten about them, and that's a good point to bring up because when the two dudes were talking about their people being missing, that is something that was brought up. Juliet's uncle at first said, "Do you think it's?" I don't remember what he called them, but it's clearly there is another group there that is dangerous that they're aware of, and that makes sense. I forgot about that group. It was the first ones initially to come see Daryl and Carol's shipwreck. So that could be an interesting point coming up. Do you think they're going to play a big part in this season, or is it going to be like the wolves in The Walking Dead, where they build up, and then they're just like gone?
Yeah, they're like the wolves.
Do you think it's going to be like the wolves?
I think they're gonna be bigger.
See, I kind of lean that way as well. I think they're going to be a bigger role. I think they learned their lesson with the wolves. At least I hope they learned their lesson with the wolves. So maybe, do you think they're still going to remain an enemy, or do you think it's going to be like a Daryl and Roberto partner with them to go take on the one dudes?
Honestly, I think it might. This is a lot like Walking Dead Sentence Sinners, but I think they might like so. Both of like the really big groups, like those guys, and then the other group that's taking all the daughters.
Mhm.
I think they might be like they might get into like fighting, or even like the reclaimed looking guys, and then our main like town that we're following. But yeah, fight, and then like Daryl and Roberto are gonna get stuck in the middle of that fight while going after whatever her name is.
Julieta.
Yeah.
I could see that possibly. I think it would be interesting to see, because I mean, seeing how those people were when we first saw them. I mean, they came. Obviously, I think the intention was they came across very barbaric, very much like there's no dealing with these people. There's no truce. There's no working together. Like they are just out for blood. That's it. That's all they want. Now that could just be, maybe they do that when they go out and they have some type of a civilized society somewhere, and they just try to look big and bad and scary, because then there's less chance that they're going to be singled out or taken on by another group or something like that. But I think that was a good call out, TGK, because I had forgotten about them, and he did mention them. At least I'm assuming that's who he mentioned when he said that. But he did mention them in this episode. So I think if they're going to do this writing correctly, if they're going to do it well, I think we're going to have to see them again this season, probably within the next couple episodes. And I think that's going to come back on the plot point of Julieta. I think is going to be, they're going to be involved in that somehow. So, okay, anything else you guys want to throw out, touch on? Any other predictions you want to make? Anything like that before we hop off? Common Magpie is good. TGK is good. Okay. Well, keep coming back every Sunday night. We're going to be having one of these. We do it Sunday night. That's when we're able to watch, but also it gives you guys a chance to watch possibly before you get on and see what we have to say about it. So make sure you keep coming back, subscribe, comment, let us know if you have watched. What was something that you liked, you were surprised by, you expected to see and you didn't see? Anything like that you want to throw out for season 3, episode 3, El Sacrificio, or El the Sacrifice, whatever it is. Throw it out. Let us know, and we'll try to interact in the comments. Also, keep your eyes out for some new stuff coming. We've been working on some stuff in the background. I've been working on some stuff in the background, and we're going to be more content, new content, a lot of interesting stuff, as well as some other stuff that will be coming out very, very soon. So make sure you stick around, stay tuned, and always remember,